Purdue versus UBC here on Week 9 CSL.
I'm ready. UBC. I've only heard legends, myths of these monsters, these ancient defenders. They don't stop. I heard they haven't lost a single game yet.
Yeah, no, same here this season. I believe their record right now is 6-0 or is it 7-0?
6-0. Sorry, is that games this season or entire seasons won?
Entire seasons. I mean for fall season, they're 6-0. I mean they're 0-0 right now in the spring season because they haven't played any games. It's gonna be first game, so we'll see if they're gonna go undefeated yet again.
Well, we have a game coming up soon. Do you think this game is going to be as extended as the game you casted just moments earlier?
I mean, hopefully not. I mean, I am a BC resident, and I think UBC is going to be able to take this in a convincing fashion, so they can let me go off and have a break and have dinner. just for my sake, they will win.
Is that a biased caster I hear from the goalkeeper?
Hey man, you were slightly biased last week, although it wasn't Calgary. It was
That's a home team. That's different.
This is my home team. I go to UBC.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, I'll let you have it. We'll let it slide this time. And how's Purdue doing? It looks like they're 4-3 fall season, so they're still ending positive.
Yeah, they ended the positive, but they need to have a pretty good showing here, I believe, in this season to be able to make playoffs. They have potentially in playoffs with this group they're in, but it's going to be a battle against Toronto, Washington, St. Louis, and Princeton. So it's going to be very hard to score. So yeah.
Well, they ended the season on a positive. Maybe they're going to start, or they ended the fall on the positive. Maybe they're going to end the spring on a positive.
I mean, they got probably the worst matchup here in the first game of spring here, going against the favorites. Oh my god, look at UBC's flag. I'm going to transition us into the game so you guys can see this majestic flag here.
That's fancy.
All right, here we go.
That's very slick.
Yeah, I mean, that's like gotta be the most professional flag I've seen yet.
Oh, are they sponsored? Because that's the Steel Series.
Oh yeah, that's Steel Series. Did you just look down at your mouse or something?
No, you don't have my webcam on, do you? So definitely you did not.
I saw it. I mean, the stream didn't see it. I saw it. Actually, my mouse is Steel Series as well. Actually,
I had to double check. All right.
Yeah, my mouse is Steel Series. It is definitely that logo. Aren't our headsets Steel Series? We're actually wearing the same headset.
Wait, are we sponsored?
Are we sponsored? Steel Series, please sponsor us. We'll take it. We'll take whatever you give us.
Okay, so wow, our bans are coming out quick. We had Medusa first ban, and then we're all the way down to Bounty Hunter, Star, Panda, and Broodmother. Those are some fun. Those are some interesting bans. We haven't seen. Those are not typical of at least what I've been seeing so far.
Yeah.
What do you think about these?
Huskar
the Medusa actually makes sense. Yeah, Huskar and Broodmother, they don't want to get cheesed.
Yeah, that's definitely it. I mean, there's no other reason to first ban those heroes unless, I guess, UBC is known to cheese people with Huskar and Brood.
They must, because neither of those heroes are first picks.
Yeah, I don't know, especially Huskar first ban. Like, are you really that scared of someone going like Huskar Oracle first 2 picks? But you can still like
Huskar Oracle sounds. Oh no, please. I don't think you're ever really scared.
And there you go. There we have the pretty conventional first pick, at least here from Purdue.
Very easy kills. One of the trends that we're seeing with the patches is the position 4 roaming heroes are losing a lot of damage, and they're relying on their utility. Tusk doesn't do a lot of damage. Ice Shards is low damage. Snowball's low damage, high utility though. And same with Earth Spirit doesn't really offer a lot of damage, but has quite high utility with his ability to get in position to body block from level 1. Clockwork has Battery Assault and buys boots, and he hits one button and chases someone down and just kills them one-on-one. Very few heroes can beat him. Most heroes, the best bet is just trying to escape him. He does what other 4s can't do. He kills things.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, he was picked, I think, not all 3 games. Was banned in 1 game. In the last series, we saw him picked twice, and the Clockwork, the way good Clockwork user Cogs is just beautiful. We had a Clockwork took a level 1 Cogs and ended up with a double kill for the first blood. So
Yeah, even Cogs can set people up. It's extremely well.
yeah.
If you wanted to go for the utility.
I mean, you mentioned the Tusk Ice Shards, of course. You have to be melee range to land the cogs, but if you can position yourself well on the Fog of War, you can catch people by surprise. And of course, getting pushed. Any supports trying to help people within the cogs will get pushed back and lose mana. It's not a good time.
It's even strong in lane if you want to go that route. If you don't think you can get a kill, doing the mana drain and the pushback is just being annoying. Speaking of annoying heroes in lane, Winter Wyvern, Arctic Burn, long cooldown, but justified by the spell being ridiculous, and in many situations you can get a kill. Most times you cast it. High damage, very long duration slow, sets any hero up to combo unless the hero being slowed has some escape ability. Shadow Fiend first pick, first round, a little wild, not the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Obviously the Rasa is often seen first round, again, just like Winter Wyvern. He's a great position 5, a lot of lane presence, and a lot of pushing.
Shadow Fiend seems like
attributes that seem to be really popular this patch. Yeah, Shadow Fiend, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Shadow Fiend seems to be pretty popular mid this patch. I mean, he's hard to counter. Of course, he does have his counters, and Queen can do a decent amount, which gets banned out right now, and TA can do a decent amount against him, but you can draft around the TA pretty easily. Winter Wyvern is a hero that we've been seeing getting banned, actually. First time, actually, I see get it picked after the last patch. So, and as you mentioned, Arctic Burn, a ridiculous spell. The hero seems very powerful in many phases of the game, and she, just by her presence, kind of makes a lot of other heroes invalid to be able to be picked into her.
One of the few 5 positions, apart from her insane laning presence, one of the few 5 positions that has, or not few, but one of the 5 positions that does have the ability to farm with Splinter Blast.
Yeah.
Her Cold Embrace has its ups and its downs. It's a hard. Sometimes the spell feels awful to cast. Oh, and we're going into the second phase. Lycan and Tinker, the pusher and the anti-pusher.
Yeah, it looks like, I mean, that's exactly what Purdue was thinking, picking that Tinker against that Lycan. Getting that boost of travels fast, and that Tinker will be able to put a lot of, make Lycan's life really hard trying to push those towers in.
It is strange to see a Tinker picked up third. It is also strange to see a mid hero picked up third. Do you think there's any chance Tinker is not going to go to the mid lane?
I mean, he knows a matchup against a Shadow Fiend, which Tinker can do decently.
Fair enough.
So
it is weird to see the Shadow Fiend first pick.
Yeah, that's why they picked it, because they knew the matchup. UBC seems like they like to pick their cores first and be more reactive about their support sets. So they're keeping their position 4 as the last pick. Bat Rider coming out. Going to be the off lane.
Very reliable pick. I love it. Strong in lane, strong throughout all phases of the game, gets a blink dagger and has a massive power spike, but has options to go other items. Doesn't offer a ton of damage though. Neither does Winter Wyvern. However, Shadow Fiend does a ridiculous amount of damage right out the gate as long as you can get a few last hits. And the first pick Shadow Fiend also did deny Shadow Fiend from being on the same team as a Clockwork, by the way, so he can't start.
Very, very good point.
Which definitely adds a lot of value to that.
Yeah, no, that actually makes that pick make a lot more sense, actually. Good spot there.
And then a lot of push, and Shadow Fiend also has quite a bit of deep push. As long as his positioning can be secured, he can clear any wave with raises. Shadow Fiend, though, as much as he is a killer one-on-one hero, he is extremely susceptible to ganks. In fact, that's pretty much what the game dictates, is if a Shadow Fiend is in the game, he should be experiencing ganks throughout the laning phase. Clockwork and Rasta are both pretty strong ganking heroes, so he's going to have to watch out for them, but obviously a Shadow Fiend knows he's going to have to watch out for them.
Yeah.
Also, Winter Wyvern has great TP support with Cold Embrace. As much as Cold Embrace sometimes can hurt more than it helps, often in the laning phase, it's gonna save it's gonna buy a few seconds, which is a huge deal.
Yeah, not enough magic damage in the early game to try to force through that healing from the Cold Embrace, and usually it just kind of ends up being kind of an astral imprisonment. It kind of takes a hero out of the fight. But of course, it is a Tinker who can push out a lot of magic damage, and as you mentioned in other games, Shadow Shamans, Ether Shock, not to be messed with either.
Yeah, it's extremely high. Speaking of the low damage on position 4s, compare Tusk's Ice Shards. Wow.
We got there.
That does about 75 damage to Rasta, or to Shadow Shaman's Ether Shock, which I believe was 130 damage at level 1. I'm going to double check right now.
10 seconds
140
remaining.
damage.
Yeah, I mean, ice shards though have
5
some
seconds
other
remaining.
beautiful utilities, obviously, that comes with it. To
Yeah,
try to balance
exactly.
it out
And that's the
slightly.
trade-off. And PL, seen a lot, PL can
team
mana burn
back.
through Cold Embrace, which is insane.
Yeah.
PL can actually chase Lycan. I don't know if it's been patched out, but I know a few patches ago, Phantom Rush you'll never stop chasing Lycan unless he can break line of sight. But if he's just running straight, it'll actually keep you at pace with Lycan.
I think that
10
makes sense. I think
seconds
that makes
remaining.
sense for Final Rush. I mean, it usually goes until you reach the target, right?
5
Yeah,
seconds
but
remaining.
but it will also cool down before Lycan is out of range.
Oh,
You can chase a Lycan as Phantom Lancer.
that's
Like he can't
crazy.
escape you unless he breaks line of sight.
Right.
And obviously Cold Embrace is, I don't know if like Cold Embrace is not going to feel good to cast this game. A ton
Yeah.
of magic damage and Phantom Lancer just drains your whole mana bar through it.
But
I'm worried about
10
the
seconds
AoE. Well, actually
remaining.
Shadow Fiend and Winter Wyvern have a ton of AoE for PL. And
and
there's the
Bat
Axe
Rider
pick.
as well. Bat Rider can do give Analyst a lot of trouble as well. So,
But as the game gets later, the Firefly's not going to be too much to worry about unless
no.
it's an insane one.
But they do ban out the Jakiro, which does give Balancer trouble all
10
phases of the
seconds
game.
remaining.
And Axe pickup. I like Axe.
5 seconds
Another
remaining.
Blink Dagger Initiator, just like Bat Rider. Has a bit more. You know, he's
It is
he's
three
great
range
at for.
heroes though, but if they can find Lycan with all of his little buddies around him, it could be a kill.
Well, that's exactly it. It's for the Lycan because Taunt has such a long duration and a short cooldown, and you can't rely on, for example, Shadow Shaman's Hex, useless against the Lycan, because he's going to keep his speed. Hex doesn't actually slow the Lycan because he's permanently at max speed when he's shapeshifted. So Hex is pretty much a dead spell against him. Obviously, if Clockwork can catch Lycan, that's great. Lycan can break out of cogs pretty quick. Axe is very reliable and very easy to hit, even with Lycan's insane speed. And I'm sure Axe will only have to hit one, and then that's going to set up Shackles. It's going to have PL in there draining his mana. A ton of damage. He's going to set up Cogs. So it's great setup for their team, and it's an awesome frontliner. He requires a lot of tension, and so does Phantom Lancer require a lot of tension in fights.
Yeah.
So Purdue's team fight is actually pretty solid right now.
UBC utilizing all the reserve time they have saved up for this last pick. Really thinking about it. It is probably going to be a position 4 here. What do you expect coming out here from UBC? What holes they need to fill?
Batrider finds Tinker, so they don't need a hero for that. They're definitely going to want some AoE to help with Phantom Lancer. They do have AoE, but they do have AoE, but more isn't going to help, especially from a core.
Of course.
Disable actually would be great because they have Batriders. What's it? Not Molotov. What's his W called?
Firebreak?
His Flame Break. Yeah, his Flame Break doesn't interrupt anymore, right? It doesn't interrupt Shackles.
It does not interrupt the TPs.
So Batrider would have to get a Yules to interrupt it, but if Batrider gets a Yules, he's going to want to either use it on himself or on Axe. Oh, okay. I got too distracted. Oh, no. Okay.
So yeah, they're going to be very light on stuns here over on UBC.
It's Phoenix and Batrider, though, is an insane amount of damage.
That is very true.
Because he's going to hold them into the Sunray, which is just such a high damage spell. It also is going to combo with Cold Embrace, and sitting on top of Cold Embrace is going to be useless because the Cold Embrace target is going to be healed so much, and anyone standing on top of it is going to take a ton of damage. It also helps with the Axe because it's such a long distance heal. So if Axe catches the Lycan out, Axe isn't really moving around when he's taunted. So Phoenix can do that. So I don't like the lack of disable because Supernova's not reliable at all. They can set it up with Lasso, but Phoenix wants to be Sunraying during Lasso.
I mean, also
but I do love
thing,
everything else Phoenix offers.
Yeah, also another thing is that if they group up around the egg, try to kill it, Winter Wyvern will get a good Winter's Curse off as well. And it will protect the Phoenix and also get all that stun off and maybe even kill a person thanks to that Winter's Curse.
Definitely. I actually, now that we've discussed it, I like the Phoenix pick a lot more. I was really expecting some disable, but I love it. And Phoenix actually with an Orb of Venom right out the gate.
Oh, interesting.
I love that. That's so cool.
Alright, I'll introduce you guys to this UBC players. We have Shadow Fiend. You guys might have seen him on Saturday on the All-Star game. It's Big Bun Theory on that Shadow Fiend. Hyle playing the Lycan. Jelly Bean Bob playing the Bat Rider. CJ on the Winter Wyvern, and finally Ku on the Phoenix.
And on the opposition, not Golgies, hometown
Purdue.
team. Actually, we might have a fight going on bottom.
Yeah.
Hold on a moment.
Yeah, he's getting chased down. He's just getting forced out here. Just get scared off. It's going to be
Seems
A-okay.
like he's going to be okay.
30
On
seconds to bat.
Purdue, we have Regulus. I'm not sure if I said that right on Tinker. Ho ho on Axe. Play for fun on Phantom Lancer. Rider on Clockwork. And TV Dung on Rasta Shadow Shaman.
Top lane. But both places, the carries getting forced out a little bit. Play for fun. Gets splashed with some sticky napalm. Gets 3 stacks on him. Jellybean Bob being a little bit annoying. Looks like it's
Very
going to
much
be
so.
2 runes on either side.
And look at Phantom Lancer's item build. He's ready to get a full magic wand. This like right as soon as he hits 200 gold.
Yeah.
It's the first thing queued up, and he has all the ingredients in his inventory.
Yeah, definitely the item you go for against Zeus and a Batrider who loves to spam spells.
Clockwork actually helped with the block mid, although Phoenix helped for Shadow Fiend, so it just evens out anyway, slightly favoring Clockwork.
So we have the Axe doing this offlane pull that a lot of people have been complaining about recently.
2 flapping supports chasing him.
Yeah, a lot of flying heroes actually in this UBC. You've got the Batrider, Phoenix,
Yeah,
and the Winter
more
Wyvern.
flappers than otherwise. So they have 3 heroes committed to this Batrider. They want to get a kill, but Clockwork's not ready here.
Yeah. Still hasn't
And he
skilled
can't-
a spell yet.
Actually, I guess Rasta can kind of trade with Batrider because of how high his damage is, at least for just the first couple stacks.
Yeah.
And Axe is just at the tier 2 farming, or Phoenix trying to find something to do.
Gets the easy XP for Ho-Ho.
Oh, they might be able to catch Batrider here at top.
Yeah, this looks pretty good.
There's the battery assault.
Assault coming
He doesn't
in.
have
slow is coming from
Firefly.
the Phantom Lancer as well. One more hit will do it, and Ryder will take that first blood. Would love to have that on Phantom Lancer, but he actually doesn't even lose a CS to take that assist. So very happy with that kill.
Easy peasy. Going on in the mid lane, 5 and 3, 8 total CS for Tinker against 2 and 2. Shadow Fiend at 4. Tinker's actually doing a really good job of denying Shadow Fiend damage.
Yeah.
Shadow Fiend's eventually going to be able to outlast Tinker easily, apart from dealing with blind. But right now, Tinker's getting a lot out of the lane when the damage is a lot more even.
Ooh, that line, but Big Bun Theory responds with a raise to take that last set. He does have 8 souls now, so he should be able to start last hitting well.
Oh, he's manning up.
Regulus, actually, yeah.
Dude, that March of the
Is it
Machines is
one
going to actually
more?
do quite a bit of damage.
Yeah.
That's probably the most damage I've ever seen level 1 March of the Machines do to a hero.
Yeah, Regulus playing that very well.
Oh, they're looking for Batrider top.
Yeah, yet again, Ryder going in. He's going to pop his Battery Assault, and he's same as the Shackles coming out. Play for fun, engaging as well, using his Spirit Lance. A couple more hits will do it, and Ryder again taking the second kill for himself. CJ tried to come in to assist, but only a Arctic Burn right now. No Cold Embrace ready. Only level 1 on the support.
Yeah, that's it. Winter Wyvern's a great hero to have respond to ganks, but that's usually at level 4 when you have Cold Embrace. At that point, I think that his heart was in the right place, but it wasn't enough.
Does get level 2 from that solo XP on that single melee creep, so he's going to be happy with that. Takes a Splinter Blast.
Great
One
spell.
more nuke.
What
Yeah,
a great spell.
All of
Love it.
spells on Winter Wyvern are great. Only Cold
Yeah.
Embrace can be a little bit situational. but-
Sometimes Cold Embrace is great for the other team, though, so it's still
Yeah.
great.
Same for actually Winter's Curse.
Oh,
Again,
look at this
Batrider getting
Batrider.
shackled up. Oh, this looks
Oh,
bad. Here
no.
comes the Splinter Blast, but it's not going to be enough. This time there's Cogs even. Yeah, Jellybean Bob having a very terrible time in this off lane.
Look at this Axe just is farming with the Phoenix.
Just splitting it.
This is friendship. This is teamwork for
Look
these
at this
two.
going around. Yeah, it's a little cute little friendship. This bonding here in the bottom.
I love that.
Jellybean Bob
Smoke
coming
came
into his
out.
top lane again. We'll see if they want to
Oh,
bully him
boy.
yet again. Yeah, they're wrapping around.
There's a haste rune up, and
they're going
Winter
mid?
Wyvern's just sneaking around.
Winter
Shadow
Wyvern
Fiend
barely
is
not
really
breaks
far
that.
up. This is a great kill.
Oh, TV Dunk
boy.
takes a haste. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, let's go TV Dung.
It's gonna be
Oh,
easy
he's
shackle.
done. How done is he, Golgi?
Oh, very done. He's going. The car's coming out as well. Phoenix trying to TP in, but there's no way he can get there in time. And pew 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 from Regulus is going to be able to take that kill.
Easy, great last hitting with laser.
And of
Typical
course, Shadow Fiend
Tinker.
losing some of the souls as well. Not a fun time.
That's actually great cogs by Ryder, because if Ryder just walked up the hill for the regen rune bottom and didn't cog, Phoenix could have Icarus dive and stolen the regen from Tinker. But because Ryder immediately cogged, Phoenix couldn't Icarus dive into that rune.
Unfortunately, I missed it.
Oh, Regulus! It doesn't matter
no.
if he's blinded, if he's just gonna raise you.
Yeah. Man, you need to be observing this game, because I missed that one as well. But yeah, that gets him all the souls he needs. 24 souls back up again, thanks to a
he's
hero
ready
kill.
to rock and roll.
Yeah. Do not count Big Bomb Theory out. This is definitely one of the best mid laners in CSL.
Oh,
He will punish you.
He is in great, like, Tinker, they need to gank Shadow Fiend, and I'm sure Shadow Fiend knows it, because Tinker still has a regen rune. He might be able to turn that into some lane presence, but Shadow Fiend is hitting for a ton of damage. What's that? I don't know how to do math. You do, right? 118.
Misses the first raise, so isn't going to commit for any extra. Looks like another rotation here coming from Purdue, but they get qualified with this nice ward here this time, so Shadow Fiend knows are coming probably, but no smoke either.
Soon enough. Yes. If they smoked,
They saw them place a ward as well, so this ward probably won't get taken out.
I don't know if they saw the ward get placed. If they were quick, they did, but they definitely saw the clockwork.
Yeah, they did, for sure.
Batrider's just in the jungle, though. They can't catch him. He's in a really good spot.
Yeah.
And he has boots.
I mean, he knows that it's going to be a struggle.
Just kidding.
They're going on them, but the Shrine is up if they want. Phoenix is also coming. This is not going to go well, I don't think, for Purdue. Yeah, they're backing off. Cogs get used.
Oh, there they
actually
are.
let Shadow Shaman out
Batrider's
as well.
chasing.
Oh my god, the Splinter Block comes out, slowing them down. Sunray doing a lot of damage to TV down. He's losing a lot of life as well as burning down to the Firefly. So much fire everywhere.
So much fire flying all over the place.
Yeah.
And haste rune for Tinker. He's getting all the runes.
Yeah, I think he's guessed right every single time so far.
So how's our mid lane looking here? 30 and 17 for Shadow Fiend, 18 and 7 for Tinker. Okay, a little bit one-sided.
A little bit, just a little bit maybe.
Oh, Jelly Bean Bob. Clockwork's looking for it.
Yeah.
Rasta just runs around and clicks shackles on people and gets kills. He's having
That's
just
hero.
very.
Here comes a slow
What is he doing?
He's kind of turned around. Oh no, he actually
went to
let
go
it
hit a
away.
creep. He went and hit a creep. You know what? I think he has auto attack turned on, and when Batrider lost vision, no, he wouldn't. He didn't lose vision.
No,
with Batrider.
like,
I have
thought,
no idea.
Maybe he thought that kill was secured even without him, so he just, I don't know, thought he wasn't needed. Yeah, that should have been killed.
All right, here we go. They're gonna win this fight just because TV Dung at full mana, and that's gonna redeem that play there.
Big Bun
Axe is
Theory.
just farming a stack.
Half-Life. Regulus is very low as well, so he can't initiate, but already Ku sniffing this out, pushing himself in the mid.
Oh, Lycan's going. Lycan has
Oh wow.
a net creep, and he just beat Axe down during the duration of the net. He just chased it right down and beat him.
Yeah. Mid lane there committing finally, but
2 points.
gets under the safety of the tower, and one more raise will do it, and here it is. Big Bun Theory taking that kill from the gank. Yeah, definitely not ready to dive that tower just yet.
Oh, Batrider at the top lane is having some trouble. I think he's gonna get away though. Both heroes very low.
Play for fun does have another spear coming up, but he is going for that maxing Phantom Rush build for that agility, so it actually isn't doing that much damage. CJ, yeah, standing there with the Splinter Blast, play for fun, nicely dodges it.
All right, Rast is back in a lane. Let's see if he can just click shackles and get a kill.
Yeah, he does get spotted by the ward though.
Yeah.
They'll get out. Yeah, great warding here by UBC so far.
Definitely. Yeah, they have wards.
Taunt on the bottom onto a lot of creeps and heal. Heal is quite low. That has to do with a Culling Blade in time. Oh, the right click is going to be enough.
Games with us. Oh, he's gonna get the. Oh, he's not gonna get it.
Yeah, I mean this is worth a lot. Oh, not microing that creep. This is worth a lot of money. 125 gold and XP going over to Ho. Oh, very happy with that kill plus the Helm Dominator creep.
He also got an invisible wolf that could have just walked away.
Yeah, so looks like he'll just kind of went to get a drink or something after dying, forgot that he actually had things to do while he was dead.
Axe just ran over to
Regulus in trouble yet again. Big Bun Theory pressuring. Oh, Regulus gets out with 60 life. been a pretty rough lane here for Regulus. He's going to ping out the shrine. He's going to heal up from that.
Oh, Tinker's very low. Look at how close Axe is to Blink Dagger after that.
Yeah.
My gosh. What's that, 150 gold out? Yeah.
That
He's gonna have it at,
helping him out a lot.
This will be like 11 minutes or so. Let's get this stack right here. No, I mean, he's gonna have it in just a moment. They're gonna. Oh, his Blink Dagger reveal could be huge. He's got to go on the Shadow Fiend, I think. Or the Shadow Fiend or the Lycan are probably his targets.
Yeah. I mean, net worth right now, Lycan leading the way with that free farm on the bottom. He's going for the Necrobook Rush as always. Oh, missed that kill. Looks like there was a shackle and a kill, as you say. And TV Dong will take down CJ in the top. Just a lone support though. Regulus finding himself a rune again. It's going to be Illusion Rune, not as useful this time.
Oh, it's just another rune, another day at the office for our boy on Tinker. He has his soul ring. Speaking of Axe's very quick Blink Dagger, Tinker's gonna have a slow Boots of Travel. He did go bottle, soul ring, and Null Talisman before, so keep that in mind. It's not as slow as it looks. 4 heroes grouping up right now for UBC. 3 of them smoked. Batrider doesn't have a Blink Dagger like his counterpart Axe, but they still might be able to get a kill unless the smoked Clockwork breaks it.
Oh, okay, here it comes. It could be a great call here, but he's holding it. Actually, he calls onto that Shadow Fiend, as you were saying, and that is an easy kill onto that Shadow Fiend. Clockwork doesn't get taken down. Meanwhile, Play for Fun also shows up as well. Ko taking a huge amount of damage to the laser, but the Shadow Shaman does get taken down. Can Play for Fun take down CJ? No, CJ actually just cold embrace himself is fine. Lycan running down people with the ultimate. They actually finally taken down that Wyvern. Now Jellybean Bob is the target that they're going for. Ryder also comes in to help. The heal is going to be enough. There's so much coming in. Ryder not having the barrier assault yet is coming in right now. One more hit will do it, and there it is. Ko Half-Life. Do they want to chase down? Can they chase this down? The Phoenix is pretty fast with that Tranquil Boot, so I think he's going to get out of here alive. Clockwork Critical Boot's coming up in 3 seconds. They're still looking for it, but Ko is a fast
Winter Wyvern's rolling over. I don't think
mid lane, there's going to be a call onto Shadow Fiend yet again. TB coming in from Shadow Shaman as well, but the Yule is going to be there in time. Big Bun Theory playing that very smartly. Missiles are coming through. He's going to take a second call coming in, and the Ether Shot is going to be there, and the Chop to get himself out.
Oh, they love that. 2 kills on Shadow Fiend. He's down to 11 souls. That's humongous. He did go
played by Ho-Ho.
Shadow Fiend too, so he needs those souls in order to get the solo kills.
Yeah, this Axe has been securing these Purdue's mid game after a slightly unfavorable laning phase.
Yeah, pretty good. 9.5 minute Blink Dagger. I think you're doing okay in lane. You know what I love about that mid fight, or that team fight mid though, Golgi? We don't see team fights like that where not many people actually had their ultimates. Like I saw Phoenix Icarus dive in. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a big egg, and then I check, he's level 4.
Just a poor support. Yeah, I mean, the only big ulti we saw was a Lycan running people down with his transform, shapeshift.
Oh yeah, he beat down who to be Tinker after he killed Axe. He didn't care. He just clicked on people and killed them.
Yeah.
He has nothing. He's just, he knows what he wants to do this game.
Does have that Necro 1 finished, working towards the Necro 2. Should have the
Blade Mail's getting picked up on Axe next. I love that because that means he can never be the Yule's target for Shadow Fiend.
Yeah. Who
is actually currently smoking around on mid lane right now.
Yeah, might be in trouble.
Yule's maybe.
Oh, but Ho-Ho is here with the call again, man. Ho-Ho just helping Regulus out, but they do take down the Regulus, but it isn't going to be worth it. Losing 3, and Ho is going to even get more fed. Actually, can't actually take this down. Helix is the one that comes in, but he's going to help him with the call. They drop those wards, but can Heal get out? Can Heal get Play for Fun? Doesn't have the Fountain Rush right now, but
there it is.
What did he die to? I'm assuming that he died to like Battle Hunger right there.
I think it was Battle Hunger, yes. Yeah. Clockwork's ping. Poor little Clockwork, level 5 at 13, almost 14 minutes. Just all the advantage Axe has is almost balanced out by how far behind poor little Clockwork is.
Yeah.
Clockwork went
level 13. Oh my god, he just gets kills everywhere he goes. Blinks in and calls Jellybean Bob. Can they get him? He is slowed down right now from that Battle Hunger. Here comes the lasso as well. Axe just abandons him for dead. Is he going to re-engage here? His Blink Dagger's up, but no, he has no mana for a call. He knows he can't get a kill. So that actually turns out pretty badly there. If they can get a kill there, Clockwork could hit level 6. Actually, he hits level 6 thanks to creeps dying around Ho-Ho. So
Clockwork
he's going to have Hookshot next time.
Clockwork has put all of his points into Battery Assault. 3 points Battery Assault, 1 Power Cogs, 1 Rocket Flare. That's his main spell right now. And the second he hit Battery Assault to go in for the kill, a Creep Wave showed up, and Batrider split the damage with the entire Creep Wave, essentially taking none. And Batrider just flies away and kills Clockwork because he has half health instead of being dead.
It's interesting. Ho-Ho wants the creeps around, but Ryder wants the creeps to be gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is actually weird how that works out. They both also lock people down and have an awful time when Phoenix starts casting Sunray on them.
Yeah.
Another smoke. Tons of smokes. UBC is looking to, I guess, still get the Phantom Lancer. He has a Diffusal Blade.
Oh, he stays for a little while. Oh, he actually doesn't make it over the wall. He goes over to Ku with the Spirit Phantom Rush. He actually makes out, pops a Shrine. He gets taken out on the last hit by P1 Theory. The egg is going to pop. And Ho-Ho finally comes and calls both of the carries, but it actually takes way too much damage. Doesn't have the Blade Mail. Would have been really handy there. But actually did have the Blade Mail. They actually just punched him through that Blade Mail damage. Actually managed to take him down while surviving. Crazy.
That was insane. UBC, they took a fight.
Yeah.
They just went in and they just took the fight. They don't care.
That's
For Shadow Fiend though, this axe is just having so much success killing the Shadow Fiend because every Shadow Fiend kill is worth a little bit more than a normal mid-player hero kill because Shadow Fiend loses half his souls on every death. So these are very valuable kills.
This Sunray is doing so much work in these fights though.
Sunray is a great counter to Clockwork, is a great counter to Axe. Right there, right out the gate. There's two of their heroes, because those heroes just want to stand still, right in it. And the healing, it's doing a lot of damage and it's doing a lot of healing. Phoenix was a great pick. I can't believe I even.
Oh, bot lane, Jellybean Bob getting taken out, but Sunray yet again being the hero. He was so dead.
Beak of the Devil. Now the Flapper. Winter Wyvern's going in. There's the ult. It locks him down for a little bit.
Yep.
That's it.
There no follow-up. Looks like he thought there was going to be a follow-up. Oh, but poor Big Bun Theory. Ryder uses that hookshot to take him down with the help of Play for Fun.
Oh, no. Another one down to 13 souls. He's having a very rough time. He wants to go Blink Dagger next into bots, too. 2 items that cost about 2,000 goals. And they have 0 stats. So it's a pretty dangerous build.
Ho-Ho finds himself an Illusion Rune. A very good rune for Axe, actually. Helps him farm quite a bit. Since his illusions can use the Battle Helix. Or Counter Helix, rather.
Wasn't that removed?
Oh, was it removed?
Unless it was re-added. We'll have to see. We'll keep an eye on it.
Not as good of a rune if it was removed, for sure.
Oh, Batrider actually just ulted the Axe illusion.
I caught the end of that. Speaking of Batrider, he has Blink Dagger in 100 more gold. Play for fun, pushing top. Unfortunately, no more lasso because it was wasted on the illusion.
They have, or rather, Purdue has 2 Observer Wards set up to bottom lane, which seems a little crazy. It means obviously they want that tower, but you know they also have Rasta Wards. It's not too hard. It seems like an overcommitment, but maybe better safe than sorry.
So tier 2 at top actually gets denied. So the team without the Lycan actually doing quite a good job of taking these objectives so far. Bottom, of course, gets taken down to 2 of the wards.
Lycan looks like he wants a little bit of time to farm and get going, and he is doing well. Level 3
diving in. Oh, actually, the egg's not going to be very good here. Everyone is there still. So easy egg takedown here, and they're going to back off. CJ taking a huge amount of damage to that March of the Machines, and looks like they're going to be happy with that single kill.
Lycan used his ult and he used his Necro 3. He wants to fight right here.
Yeah, he's going to be chasing people down. Ryder gets hit by that big Requiem. Ryder actually might get out here. He hook shots away. I'll try to save his teammates and save himself at the same time, but it's not going to work out. But Ho-Ho jumps in there, but they back off. Can Ryder get out? Oh, Theory blinks in aggressively.
There we go. That's the Shadow Fiend we want to see.
Regulus takes a lot of damage to that death rattle from the Necro Creep that he lasered down. This tower taking a huge amount of damage. He's going to be staying. Here comes a call. The laser is going to do damage through that Cold Embrace, but so much healing with the Cold Embrace combined with that Sunray. There's no way they can do enough damage to take him down. And this tower looks like he's going to take it down. Lasso being coming in, this time onto the right target. And he calls for some extra armor. Actually might get out. TV Dung is in the middle of all this. Oh, turns around to battle Hunger, but he is slowed from that sticky napalm, so it's taking forever to turn around. Regulus blinks in. One more will do it to take down Big Bun Theory. Can he do it? The Yule Scepter doing so much work. He blinks forward. The missile is going to be there, but it actually gets disjointed by the Blink Dagger, and he's going to find himself a shrine. Regulus still on the hunt, however.
Or rather, Bat Rider gets taken out by Clockwork, off on the side there.
Yeah, and that Big Bun Theory is going to be able to get out.
That was a close call.
Yeah.
The lack of stats on Blink Dagger paying off, being able to disjoint the rocket. One thing I want to point out I loved was the very beginning of that fight, 10 minutes ago when it started. Ryder was caught out by the Yules, and the Requiem from a level 13 Shadow Fiend couldn't even kill the level 7 Clockwork because of how few souls Shadow Fiend had at the time. Now he's caught up because he's running around killing everybody, as we saw with that aggressive Blink Dagger. Before then, it was a not very scary Requiem from a usually very scary combination with Yules.
Yeah, you on support, you kind of expect to kill every single time.
Now, the
so
game...
TV Dung wants to be able to place a ward here in the tier 2. He is staying in smoke under this jungle here. But meanwhile, top is going to get pressured by UBC. Looks like they're probably going to let this one go. It's only a tier 1.
I think you definitely let this one go. This is one of the most difficult towers. Oh, Bat Rider finds Tinker. He gets the lasso.
Oh, well done. And the Sun Ray is going to do a huge amount of damage. And
that's a big
it's going
kill.
to go down to Big Pun Theory. He gets a sweet, sweet revenge against that. Meanwhile, there is the ward that was finally dropped into tier 2. But they're going to take a tier 2 themselves. They do not mind this trade at all.
Definitely. A mid player... Oh, what's going on mid lane, though?
Yeah, it looks like just cutting the lane.
Crazy.
They want to take 2 towers for their trade of 1.
But they did lose a mid laner as well.
Yeah.
Now, are we going to see UBC keep going? UBC does want to keep going.
Yeah, they're going to pressure this tier 3 here.
Lycan pushes fast. They have Metamorph and Necro 3.
No Fortify. They're going to give up on the tier 2 in the middle. Tinker still 16 seconds away. He doesn't want to use the buyback, but is going to be forced to. Barrel's gonna go away, but there's the shackles onto that Shadow Fiend. But as you're saying, it doesn't cancel. Flame Break doesn't cancel anymore, and Shadow Fiend, of course, is gonna take it out again. But the Death Raccoon does so much damage. Ryder is forced to use his hook shot to get out safely. Hill taking a huge amount of damage. Ho-Ho is sapping his movement speed, however. Do they want to keep chasing this? They're going to lose a lot of life to this Firefly. Yeah, they're going to get out. Ho-Ho calls bunch of Necro Creeps. Going to get a lot of money out of that.
This Shadow Fiend cannot catch a break every single fight. Unless it's his team rolling over someone they catch out, he always manages to die while everyone stays alive.
That tier 2 mid also was taken down by a siege creep, so Purdue actually ended up getting 2 towers in trade over tier 2 up at top. Of course, they did lose a huge amount of health onto that tier 3 tower and a buyback onto regular, so it wasn't a cheap defense.
Definitely not. But tier 3 is exposed. Very low health on the dire top tier 3. As soon as that goes down, shrines open up as very easy objectives to take that offer quite a bit of gold for the whole team.
Yeah.
Until then, it looks like we saw a lot of smokes early. I wonder how many smokes we have left in this game.
I wouldn't be surprised if UBC is out because they've been smoking a lot.
They have one on Winter Wyvern. And there's one on Axe for Purdue at the moment. So both teams are holding a smoke. No one seems to be grouping up, so it looks like everyone's going to take a breather and farm.
Yeah,
Lycan's not really
a close game so far.
Lycan did pick up the pipe to make his unit. Oh, wow. Botched initiation, Icarus dive dodging the call, and Clockwork hooking the axe. No, nothing to see mid.
just a few wasted spells.
Just walk away. Nothing happened here.
Cool, almost level 12 to get that very crucial level 2 on that Supernova. Make it a lot easier for him to survive through these fights.
Massive upgrade. And yeah, just trying to get as much XP. Look at how deep TV Dung is hanging out. This is some Jimmy Demon Dota level, standing in the trees off on the side of the map all game.
Yeah,
really just trying to keep this lane out. He's causing a lot of pressure, and they have to worry about him because if he gets near that
top
tower,
lane, he's going to call onto the Bat Rider. Oh, they actually pull him back. Ko does use a level 2 Supernova, I believe, and everyone's just forced away. They don't have enough people to be able to take this down. Regulus not being in big trouble. He gets dove on, but doesn't get the Blink Dagger off. Well, Heal is here with the transform.
Tinker.
You cannot run away from this. Meanwhile, there's going to be the Big Bun Theory. Red Crew being play for fun. Play for fun is going to try to turn around. Big Bun Theory does try to fight up with that BKB, but play for fun, he's trying to get out. He gets spotted. He dodges the final Requiem with that doppelganger, but can he take me down? No, he won't be able to. That is going to the position 1 and 2 taken down with a botch initiation from Ho-Ho, who kind of called and then got himself out of there immediately when he knows it wasn't going to go his way.
Tinker went in for just such a massive march of the machines, and I don't think he accounted for how far out of position he was when he went for it, and it just felt so bad. He went in ready to fight and just got obliterated. And from then, right when Tinker goes down, you know UBC's ready. They're committed. They want that fight. That's a huge kill to start a fight with.
And Tinker being down means it's going to be easy high ground push. Ryder actually
Ryder broke the wrong cog and his attack is slowed from the Fire Spirit, so he can't get out.
Oh, call onto the Shadow Fiend yet again, Ho-Ho's favorite target. Oh, but a Cold Embrace prevents Big Bun Theory from killing himself onto the axe. Actually, a pretty interesting synergy there.
They made it.
Regulus is, however, alive, so they're going to be able to protect this tower. It's going to be hard to push into March of the Machines.
Very difficult.
This Purge Creep is going to take him down to Regulus, so he's going to be happy taking that extra
Phantom
money.
Lance was porting in.
Oh, that's an aggressive TP in. He doppelgangers, but Heal has his ulti yet again. Hook shot into the Big Bun Theory. Oh, and the call, no, call gets cancelled by that Cold Embrace, but play for fun. Does take down CJ, but not before he gets the ulti off to save his carry.
UBC just wants out. They don't want anything to do with this fight.
Yeah, sacrifice at position 5. They're going to be okay with that sacrifice. Ho-Ho once more. He is thirsty for blood.
Haste on Batrider though with Lasso.
Yep. Ryder protects himself with the cogs. Jellybean Bob doesn't jump in. Aggro's the Roshan. He forced himself in. He's won something. Ho-Ho taunts him, but it's not going to be enough to kill him. Play for fun comes. Actually, it is going to be more than enough. His teammates show up.
You know, I think that Jelly Bean Bob just wanted to go fishing more than he actually wanted to fight there, because he really wanted that lasso, and he didn't really have a lot to do after he got righted on the enemy team. He didn't even get to cast it, and he didn't have much follow up. But I like his spirit.
And that's gonna be a Roshan attempt here for Purdue. Oh, TV Dunk gets
no idea of the Roshan because Rasta is just running around trees.
Oh, but they have a Rasta word. Oh, no, it's a Tinker word, of course. But it turns out to be a Rasta word, actually. TV Dunk is like, why you guys hate me? Why do you place a word there for me? They're like, no, man.
Chasing him
collateral damage. The space, though, has been created.
No, Purdue was laughing the whole time Shadow Shaw was getting chased because both cores were running around chasing his support while the team takes Roshan.
This is a very slow Roshan, though. Hook shot into Ko is going to be a Spirit Vessel trying to reduce the amount of healing he takes. Actually, that's actually a pretty good item pick for them, because they can actually Spirit Vessel the target who is Cold Embrace to make Cold Embrace basically useless.
That's an amazing pickup. I hate going Earn Spirit Vessel. I feel like Earn something else Spirit Vessel is so much better. Argue with me if you want. This is a great game for it, and I usually hate this build, but this if you're gonna do it, this is a great game. You have heals from Phoenix, you have heals from Winter Wyvern.
Does it also? It probably doesn't cut the heal from.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Does it cut the heal you get from Howl?
Yes, I believe it does also cover regen.
Oh wow, that is like the perfect item. And there's 3 instances of healing in this game that he's gonna be able to block with that.
Not the flat max health increase though.
Right.
But it also breaks Shadow Fiend, who went a Blink Dagger build, and Batrider went a Blink Dagger build, so it also breaks Blink Daggers. As much as Earn also could do that, but keeping on Spirit Vessel has the same added utility. And how's our Phantom Lancer doing? So he had a bit of trouble with the Diffusal Blade. Actually, Diffusal Blade was fine. It's just Blink Dagger on Axe was so quick. And then he goes Heart next. So he's not as super, or all of his damage is coming from the mana burn with this build. So it's a lot of damage, but as soon as you're out of mana, he's actually not going to do too much. 150 on him, illusions will be hitting much less.
Oh, Tinker gets caught. Oh, how does Tinker get caught by that ward? They knew that ward was there. TV Dunk scouted that ward out. Oh, maybe they just think TV Dunk got unlucky and got caught.
I think that must be it.
Oh man, but yeah. that Tinker Ward is going to be able to fight the Rasta and even the Tinker afterwards.
This game has been slowing down quite a bit, and what do you think about that? Going into the late game, Tinker's insane late game.
Yep.
Axe can start scaling to a degree. Lycan, what do you think about Lycan going into this going into the late game, especially with his
Lycan,
build?
Yeah, Lycan does feel a little bit weak towards the late game. I mean, he's very dependent on his transform to be able to do a lot of his damage, and even with that up, he might not be able to do a lot of work against that Final Lancer, who's going to be able to make so much copies of himself. And Lycan with 0 AoE might have a very hard time with that. Maybe he thinks about investing into a Mjolnir or a Battlefield to help with that. We'll see.
We'll see. Lycan might have to just stick to an Assault Curse would even be great to help with the aura that Shadow Fiend offers.
There is a pipe now. Oh,
he dodges!
Great reaction speed by Big Bun Theory. Ho-Ho might be overextending here. TV Dung is going to shackle up the Winter Wyvern. Might be the target he wants to shackle up. And here comes the Egg plus the Cold Embrace, the Winter's Curse combo. But it's not going to be able to catch anyone really. There's going to be a big call out here onto Hill. Hill's taking so much damage. Can they fight through the healing? They can't, but the Sun Ray is doing so much damage. Play for fun, no life left, but that is only the Aegis being taken out. He'll come back. Ryder now the target of all the aggression. Play for fun. He's going to be turning around. CJ goes himself invisible, but that means Big Bun Theory is taken, but dodges that Requiem with that Doppelganger. One more last hit will do it.
Blink.
No, the Blink Dagger is going to get himself out. CJ is going to be at least the one that's taken down, but the Cold Embrace actually keeps Big Bun Theory around, but he's so fast. Play for fun. One's going to take him down. Jellybean now is going to be in trouble. Takes down Regulus though with that burn. No, but the Sun Rays up again. This spell is ridiculous. Crow now turns around. Now he's getting taken down. The supports sacrificing their life for their carries, and somehow Jellybean Bob and Shadow Fiend gets out alive.
What an insane engagement! And of all the people, Jellybean Bob is our survivor.
Yeah.
The Cold Embrace actually hit Shadow Fiend after the blink and almost got him killed. My heart was racing there. What an insane fight! That Aegis was such a huge turning point.
For sure. If they didn't have the Aegis, that was a lost fight. And also in the end, that Tinker being taken down to Jellybean Bob before he was killed by Play for Fun. So huge. This Tinker had a pretty good early game, but now I feel like I've been seeing him die more often than do anything really impactful. And we can see that on the net worth as well, falling behind the Batrider. Not what you usually see with Tinker with the travels.
Definitely very low on the net worth chart. And also Tinker's been dying almost every fight.
Yeah.
He's been also getting picked off. Both top lane and by the Tinker Ward.
Yep.
And when he dies, it's right at the beginning. Purdue are gonna be in an insane position if Tinker can survive the first 1.5 seconds of a fight and get a couple rounds of his spells off. Because Purdue are already doing a decent job at these fights, and they're killing so many people, and that's usually without Tinker.
But still, the net worth lead pretty close. 2k advantage. Jellybean Bob gets slowed down by the Diffusal Blade. But Forn isn't going to do any more than that. Just takes away half of his mana. He's going to call it a day.
Looks like this game might slow down again.
Yeah, Regulus needs to really catch up. He is only level 18. Doesn't even have his Kaya yet. Oh my god. Yeah, he's doing very bad right now. Usually I see them going Kaya a lot more often than this, but he decides to go for the Egg Scepter before that.
And Shiva's Guard getting picked up on Shadow Fiend. Very close to it. Likely going to hold on for buyback, though. Look at TV Dung. He's in his little cave again. At the bottom, sneaking around, trying to throw wards up. This little rascal.
Man, he is really brave after seeing 2 people die from the ward. But I guess he does play the sentry down there as well. Actually, that shouldn't be able to see it anyway because you don't have vision up there.
Yeah.
But he's a brave man.
Very, very brave.
Oh, Jellybean Bob gets slowed down from the Diffusal Blade, but he does force himself out. But they're going to stick onto him. He BKBs. Yeah, that's going to be enough for Play for Fun. He's going to get out, but Big Bun Theory has something else to say about that. Here's a Requiem, and Play for Fun gets lassoed as well. This initiation has been watched. And Play for Fun gets taken down to Ku, who's going to take a big amount of money, 547 gold going his way.
I really like the Shiva's pickup on Shadow Fiend, actually. Actually, it does increase his mana, though, quite a noticeable amount, which you have to worry about because that's where a lot of Phantom Monster's damage is coming from with the Diffusal Heart build.
Yeah.
But it offers AoE and makes him much tankier. Not to the magic damage, though.
And reduced attack speed is nice against Phantom Monster as well. He'll be able to
Yes.
make less of those clones that'll burn his mana.
It helps quite a bit with the dealing with the PL Swarm.
Alright, so UBC looking...
Oh, look at TV Dung as well.
This high ground. TV Dung doing what he does best. He wants to get a trade here. He does have the TP if he needs to come back. Ho-Ho finds Shadow Fiend again, but yet again we see that Cold Embrace save perfect against that axe. He'll commits that transform, wants to go on this tower, but there comes a Fortify. Ho-Ho wants to initiate again, finds heal, but only some of his creeps with him. Tries to pull him off, but that's it. Meanwhile, TV Dung lays down that word and then actually gets taken down by the Bat Rider there. And he's going to try to work on these things, and Fortify gets used as well, and also a TP from Big Bun Theory. So that's going to be the end of that push. They do manage to find that tier 3 tower, so shrines are up, and they do defend their tier 3 as well.
Wow. That, you gotta give that to UBC, definitely. They now shrines are up.
Yeah, got the tier 3 and got that 1 kill on the Rasta.
Now, less than 2 minutes on Roshan, so everyone should be alive. If we see a smoke gank in the next minute, whoever gets a kill in the next minute is going to have a very large advantage as long as they find out the Roshan is up while one of their enemies is down.
Oh,
Ooh,
no,
Clockwork.
Ryder just botched his hook shot again. He had creeps in front of him, he didn't realize. Oh, but there's a Cold Embrace again, making that call completely useless. A coup, he's going to pop his Supernova, and he's going to be completely A-okay. Ho now in big trouble. He does pop that BKB, which he just got. Play for fun goes on CJ, but they force himself out. Ho, he's going to be able to TP out. Play for fun now turns his attention to Jellybean Bob. Heal pops his BKB and is going after Play for fun. Play for fun gets high ground, but can he get out as TV Dung comes in trying to assist? Heals BKB is still up. Shackles is there, but the Winter's Curse and just in time for the Requiem field to do damage. That's quite lucky for them, and Ryder now gets found by that Shiva's Guard, and he's going to get taken down as well. This might be the game. Ho-Ho, the lone survivor right now, trying to get his Blink Dagger up, but he's not quite going to be able to get it, but he is very tanky. Goes high ground. He's going to be okay. 3 buybacks remaining here for Purdue.
That was insane. The Cold Embrace Requiem combo was just so well executed. Oh, what a great call.
Yeah. Ho-Ho takes down CJ. Finally gets a pesky support and managed to save that Rax as well, but that is 2 buybacks committed here for Purdue, and UBC is going to be happy with that. A team fight win plus 2 buybacks.
Also, that last fight, I guess Axe ended up getting away, but his Blink Dagger was broken because he just barely got clipped by the Shiva's Guard. And speaking of Shadow Fiend's item build, an Octarine Core has just been picked up.
Octarine Core, wow. It's not a build I see often on Shadow Fiend, but a complete magic build.
See an Aghanim Scepter, or is he 6 slotted?
He is actually he took the 40% cooldown reduction. He has what, 65% cooldown reduction?
4.5 seconds on raises. I love that.
13 second on Shiva's Guard.
Less than 6 second cooldown on Blink Dagger. Arcane Rune! Yes!
2.7 second cooldown on Blink Dagger. 2.7 second cooldown on Blink Dagger.
Look at his Shadow Rays dying.
Oh my god, how much stacks? He has 11 stacks of Shadow Rays on Roshan. 12 stacks. 13 stacks.
I just want to see him start blinking around now.
Oh, that's crazy. 40% cooldown reduction? Are you kidding me?
Oh, here's a fight.
Oh yeah, Play for fun. He's getting trapped here. Big Bun Theory goes in. He wants to get his Requiem, but loses the mana. Can't actually complete that. Phoenix gets caught. Can they kill him before the Supernova? Yes, they're going to take him down. Now, the Battle Rider coming in. Hasn't used his lasso. He actually has used the lasso. Play for fun, staying in. He needs to find a way to disengage here, trying to get his heart online. But Regulus coming in with the blind. Okay, here comes the Winter's Curse. Play for fun should be able to doppelganger out. His heart is ticking away, actually makes half of his health back, but he needs to be able to get out here. He's burning down to Jellybean Bob. Ryder trying to save him, but can he do it? Here comes a big call, catching 3 people. This might be the end for the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend does go down, but has the Aegis. Right now, play for fun, disengaging, getting his health back. The heart gets cancelled. Big Bun Theory goes in with the Requiem, and he won't be able to dodge it. Takes a huge amount of damage. One raise gonna be able to do it. No buyback. Buyback still on cooldown. Ryder traps him up. He gets stunned by the but he doesn't have any kind of ways to fight him back. No plate mail. Now Ho-Ho is fighting heal. It's the cheese. No way Ho-Ho is going to win this fight, and the damage is going to be enough to be able to cancel his blink there. Is there a way he can juke it out? No. Gets that cancelled again.
It's almost over.
And just getting chased down. Blade Mail comes up. No, but those wolves are so pesky, keeping himself slow. And the Arctic Bun is there as well. Why is he so tanky?
So much space.
And finally gets taken down. And meanwhile, Rasta taking down the bottom racks.
Oh my
TV
God.
down carrying this game on the Shadow Shaman with a huge amount of space made by that axe.
I was gonna say, even with a fight, which I was gonna say is lost until that Rax went down, like this axe is causing UBC so much trouble. He's just a space.
TV then blinks in aggressively. Oh, that's not where you want to be. Regulus is here with the blind, but that means a Lasso's going to go on as well. And Ho-Ho misses the blink dagger and does it to BKB and get out. Jellybean Bob taking a lot of damage, but he still has his cores backing him up.
And this is going to be a Rax to bring it to.
And the heal is going to be there. Jellybean Bob is going to be healed up to full life in no time. 17 seconds until the Spirit Lancer is back alive, but is that going to be enough? Second tier 3 is going to be worked on by UBC here. It's going to be taken down at the very least. Actually, the Fortify comes up. They probably want to keep pushing this even after the Spirit Lancer comes back up. Still 2 people down. Ho-Ho gets the taunt onto heal. Is that going to be enough? But the Cold Embrace coming out yet again with the save. Ho getting taken down. Play for Fun is in the fight, but he isn't going to be able to do enough damage. So much AoE clearing up his illusions. The lasso up yet again, pulling away that Tinker. Now, Spirit Lancer getting taken down yet again. 88 seconds until he comes back again, and then GG gets called.
Game. And that was a good game, I do have to say. UBC scared me there, especially going in as the favorites, as my other as the other caster would say, the biased one. It was really scaring me. Shadow Fiend had a lot of deaths. Even team fights UBC won, there was at least 2 where they survived, where Shadow Fiend was the only casualty of a 1 team fight. But he managed to keep it together and put this insane. I loved it. This magic caster wizard magic spell damage build. Put it together and own, and I loved it. And UBC takes that, what was a very close, very back and forth start. It looked quite convincing by the end of that game. Although I do have to give a shout out to Rasta Shaman, who just stole a lane of racks right out from underneath them.
Yeah, there were so many cool plays that game. You know, with that Tinker word finding way more than it should. That great combo with Winter Wyvern and the Winter's Curse, which usually is pretty bad with combination of Requiem, but that ending just in time for Requiem to be able to do a huge amount of damage. And being able to see that combination, I've really never thought about how Winter Wyvern is such a good counter against Axe, because it prevents the carry from attacking with the in that Cold Embrace. So well played.
They executed that. That was excellent. I want to point something with the stats. Axe actually did the most amount of damage for Team Purdue, and actually the second most amount of damage in the game behind Big Bun Theory, who just beat him by 3,000 damage. Axe did, or rather 2,000, no, 4, sorry. I got all my numbers mixed up. 2,000 damage, just under. And that blows my mind. Axe did insane. That's damage done. You have to remember how much space he made as well, especially right at the end when him and TV Dung teamed up to take a lane.
Ho-Ho was definitely the MVP for Purdue that game. He did so well.
I loved his axe. I wouldn't be surprised to see a respect ban on his axe.
Yeah, I mean, although the draft really countered him in the late game, because in the early game, the Axe was going all over it, but, you know, when the Phoenix was there with the Sunray and the Cold Embrace was there, the Axe had a hard time finding any kills.
Axe getting the getting an early Blink Dagger is insane on a lot of heroes, especially Axe. Going second item, Blade Mail, I love. It's another great item on Axe, one of the most powerful items on Axe, and also completely counters Big Bun Theory. Not completely, but counters Big Bun Theory's build because Axe, as I said earlier, is not a target for the Yule's Requiem combo because you can pop Blade Mail and just send all the damage right back on Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
I love that. Tinker, speaking of item builds, Tinker's was much slower. The poor guy
Yeah, he didn't have a
had
very,
a very
good game.
rough time. And I think that was one of the problems. His lane was rough, and going into the mid game and even at the late game, he was still dying so often and so early in fights. Tinker being able to stay alive longer and getting more spells off would have made Purdue would have been definitely have a better position and might have even been able to tip the scales in the back and forth mid game we watched.
Yeah.
Jellybean Bob also kept it together after a rough laning phase.
He did. He did. He got killed, I think, what, 3 times in the laning phase? Like, just back to back to back. But he managed to recover. He built the drums first because he knew he wasn't going to be able to rush that Blink Dagger. And then managed to farm up in the jungle fast enough for the Blink Dagger to really matter.
Yeah, and with the when the game slowed down, I was worried because Lycan had already purchased his Necro 3, had his Helm of the Dominator, and the first time it slowed down, and as well as he had a pipe. And he seemed like, though he's battle ready with those items, even before the pipe, but the pipe is a great pickup. And I was worried that he might fall off, but UBC kept it together, and Shadowfiend really turned it on.
Yeah.
Even after many deaths, many even team fights won where he died, he ended the game with probably the 6 items he wants in his inventory.
Yeah. I have not really seen a build like that on Shadow Fiend. That was
I love
crazy.
it. I love that.
And the cooldown reduction was crazy. Like 16 stacks
so
on Roshan.
I'm a little bit mad that he didn't blink around. Like I think maybe he didn't check the cooldown because he had to focus so much on casting rays every 3 seconds.
Yeah.
But I kind of wish he just blinked around a little bit because it'd be just like when you're playing in WTF mode and you just blink across. I mean, essentially, he got to do it in a real game.
Yeah.
I has a missed opportunity.
It's like, wait, what now, anti-mage? I'm the real anti-mage now.
I would have loved him to just blink into the enemy team and just blink out. like everyone would have. I think even the enemy team would have laughed at that.
Yeah.
And here we go into the game.
Yeah, going back right into the game here. Looks like there was a sub here